By the time WWE signed Ricochet, he had already been wrestling for over 15 years, most notably for New Japan Pro Wrestling and for Lucha Underground underneath the moniker of Prince Puma. If you're a Lucha Underground fan or just want to know more about the short-lived promotion, there are a few other videos on this channel that you're going to want to check out after this one. We have videos on Pentagon Jr., who would end up defeating Ricochet in his final match in the Lucha Underground Temple, Penta's brother Ray Fenix, and a whole video dedicated to the run that Swerve Strickland had there when he was known as Killshot. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any videos that we have coming out.
It was so funny because the first episode, I wasn't even supposed to be on. Prince Puma's character wasn't even supposed to be on. It just so happened a lot of the people, I think like the Phoenix and Pentagon and all those guys coming from Mexico had some problems with their visas. So they weren't able to make it. So they were like, okay, well, we'll put you and Morrison on. And then it was like the best thing that happened to me. Like, because we were the main event that night. We went out there and had our match. And then since then, it was like uphill from there.
Ricochet was signed by WWE in 2018 and debuted in the NXT brand that same year, and by the end of the year, he was the NXT North American Champion after beating Adam Cole for the belt, and this was the first sign that Ricochet would be doomed when he would eventually move up to the main roster in 2019. One comment that I'll see often on these videos that I make is, how is it being buried if they're winning championships? And what people are missing when they comment this is the value of the championship that the wrestler is given and the time they spend with it. So you could say that Ricochet was United States champion and therefore had a good run in 2019, but I would counter with the fact that he only held that belt for 21 days and was nothing more than a transitional champion between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. For the rest of 2019, Ricochet became the guy who did a flippy thing off the thing in various matches. Things were looking up for Ricochet in 2020 when he got an opportunity to wrestle Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship belt. However, he was defeated by Lesnar in a squash match in under 2 minutes.
It's crazy, honestly. Like, probably right before we went out there, I was kind of just told what we were doing, and you know, it's like that match not being exactly what I wanted it to be. I still think there's opportunity in the future to get back, whether it's with him or with someone else. I still think there is opportunity for Ricochet to get back there and to make that, whether it's that same match, but make it different and make it mean more because Ricochet's in a different spot. You know what I mean? I think there's always opportunity, especially with somebody like me who's capable of anything.
WWE Gold would once again fall into Ricochet's hands in 2021 when he would once again act as a transitional champion, this time as the Intercontinental Champion when he beat Sami Zayn for the title in March and then dropped it to Gunther in June after only 98 days. After this run, Ricochet went back to a program that would include an attempt to win the NXT North American Championship again for no fucking reason and failing to beat anyone else for anything for the next 2 years. 2024 started off strong for Ricochet when a clip of him jumping off a thing to collide midair with one of the biggest idiots on the planet went viral. However, it was clear to everyone that no one at WWE had any real plans for the former Prince Puma when they had him become the first ever Speed Champion. Of course, he would lose this belt 42 days later. Let me get my friend Grant. You got a great YouTube channel over here. You do all this cool stuff. And let's watch WWE Speed.
The thing about it is this, right? A lot of matches on WWE programming are only about 3 to 5 minutes long. But they don't highlight that. They don't tell you.
They don't tell you that.
3 minutes.
Right? I don't know. This is super fast, though.
Yeah.
Holy
I mean, they're letting
shit.
them do their thing. They're letting them do what they do.
Look, the match is fucking amazing, though. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Sure
this is dope as shit.
The question is how many of them hold up to this.
I mean, yeah, this is the first one. Like they knew they had to
selling a little
like...
bit here.
Oh, there's no room for selling. I mean, that's kind of hilarious.
I was going to say there's not a lot of.
There's
selling
no
going on,
room
but
for
Ricochet
selling.
is
Can't sell
bit here.
shit. Oh my God, he killed Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
So what
Dragon Lee's dead.
happens? There's
He just
only
doesn't know it
10
yet.
seconds
Into
left.
a code breaker. So.
And Dragon Lee is
with only 3
buried.
seconds left.
So you can
very
beat Dragon Lee in 3 minutes. There's only one guy that's going to look good. I mean, it's going to be Ricochet. Spoilers.
Whoa. Ricochet just launched.
Holy shit. Yeah, he
down.
does. Yeah, Ricochet. I mean, look, it's a great showcase for Ricochet.
Yeah.
It's like a total. It's the same thing as the cruiserweight thing, because I covered this in the Pac video I did. Pac got shitholed the same way with 205 Live. He was a 205 Live guy, and he was awesome there, but that's all he ever was. You were done. It was over.
And the crazy thing was the Cruiserweight Classic, when they did that, it was great. It was phenomenal.
All right, let's go on to Ricochet versus Gargano and watch one of my favorite wrestlers just get his ass handed to him in 2 fucking minutes. You know, I bet Ricochet felt real good about this until he got that belt home that night and he was looking at it and he was like, I'm never going to be on a fucking pay-per-view again in my life. It doesn't look
great. It's not a great looking championship.
Oh, the belt itself is a fucking nightmare. This is the end. This is the last one. This is Ricochet versus Andrade, and this is the end of Ricochet's run with the Speed Championship. Thank God, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever you want to say about what he's going to do in AEW, however much shit you want to talk about it out there, just remember that he did this. Just remember that this was what he was doing in WWE. Shortly after losing his super prestigious Speed Championship, Ricochet would be seriously injured by Braun Breaker, and he was never seen again. Until he was at All In 2024. Let's fucking go!
I wasn't able to give my fans what they've been wanting out of me, and whether or not that's, I don't know exactly what that was, but I just know from my fans they were wanting something, and I think that's what was missing for me. And I know this is the perfect place to be able to give my fans exactly the Ricochet that they've been looking for. All the other characters and personalities that's gotten to portray their character in the way that they've been wanting to do it, and it's they get when they get an opportunity to portray something to their specific fans, they get to do it the way that they think would be best. Whether that's, you know, an Ospreay, or that's a Bryan Danielson, or a Swerve, or Jamie Hayter, or when they get an opportunity, they get to do it the way they feel is best for their fans. And I think here in WWE, they have a plan, and they stick to the plan, and they get to that plan that they've whether, you know, however that is, they've got it, and that's what, you know, you got to stick to, good, bad, or ugly, you know. So I just want to be able to have that freedom. What place was gonna ignite again? That fire was there. That fire was kindling. It's always been there. That love for professional wrestling, that love for the sport. It's like my gas can was empty. The fire was still there, but there needed to be some gas thrown on it just to ignite it up again and get it really started. And that's what I wanted. Like, where's going to make me feel that the most?
And then Ricochet goes and turns in the worst match of the night on the very next Dynamite after All In. I don't know what to say about this. Look, he comes out hot. He looks great. He looks like he hasn't aged, right? Like, this guy's like a 20-year veteran now, but he wrestles this way still. It's kind of unbelievable how fast he is and how agile he is. And then, many people kind of noted in the reviews for this that it looks like he gets gassed or something like that. And I don't think it's that. I can't believe that. This guy's way too athletic. And he's been wrestling. Like, he didn't, like, take a big chunk of time off or anything. He's been active, I think, through 2024. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think this is a case of him not wanting to dominate Kyle Fletcher. And quite honestly, I think Kyle Fletcher was the wrong opponent. If you're going to compare this match to previous Kyle Fletcher matches, in particular, Kyle Fletcher's match with Will Ospreay, for fuck's sake, which was one of the greatest matches on Dynamite this year, well, then this match is going to fall short every single goddamn time. And if you want to keep Kyle Fletcher looking, powerful and dominant, then you're not going to have him get squashed to Ricochet in the main event of Dynamite, right? And I think there's a point here where you could have made Kyle look good, but not this fucking good. We need to make Ricochet look a little better than this. And not only that, but then Pac comes out and just fucking cock blocks Ricochet, which he should. Like, I'm not arguing with that at all. Pac is fucking phenomenal, and his match with Will Ospreay at All Out is going to be tremendous. And that's what should happen, right? Ricochet should not be able to skip the line and get a match with Will Ospreay right away. He should have to, pay his dues a little bit, work his way through the roster, because Ricochet versus Will Ospreay, I mean, that's what we all want. Good match for World's End, right? Fuck. Hey, I might be being greedy here. I might be serving my own self-interest because Full Gear is going to be in Newark, New Jersey this year. But hey, let's save Ricochet versus Will Ospreay for Full Gear in Newark, New Jersey, maybe, so I can watch it live. I don't know. Look, I'm not mad about that at all. In fact, I fucking love Pac. I got a video about him on this channel. Go check it out. Thank you for checking out this video. Let me know what you thought about this match. I think it's pretty plain to see that it was underwhelming for a debut. Really, his debut in the Casino Gauntlet match was a little underwhelming as well. But I know Ricochet is going to turn in some phenomenal matches in his time in All Elite Wrestling. And we're going to keep turning out phenomenal videos on this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe. Go watch another video. I'm sure you missed one. I release tons of videos on this channel that don't get pushed properly by YouTube. So if you've watched this far, make sure you go check out something else as well. And keep digging.
He is I, and I am him, and I'm the undisputed trend Matt Taven. And this dork behind the camera, some Melvin told me to say, grave diggers keep on digging. Whatever that means.
I am AEW wrestler and Ring of Honor tag champ Mike Bennett. And remember, grave diggers keep digging, but not the monster truck. Even though my son really likes that monster truck, I kind of like Son of a Digger and Zombie. I'm going off on a tangent about monster truck because my son really loves monster truck, but we're talking about the YouTube channel. So make sure, grave diggers, keep on digging, baby.
So this Mark doing one half private party, saying what up to the grave diggers, and you doing your thing, bro.
Alright, like, subscribe, and watch another video, or be cursed. If you're cursed, that means the grave diggers will keep digging your graves. So, you probably want to do it.